Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
12.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
I got you.
This is Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Here we go. 180! 11.
Check 99.
Tight dog. 13.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Here we go. 180! 54. Who that? Hey, gun.
Now Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Cousins now. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll throw again. Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Cousins again. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Warriors take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Slam. Check it.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Steve 6.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First and 10 at the 30.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All day, every day. Anyone. 5. 54.
I got you.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the out.
11.
Hey, watch that.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
6-6. Pull it high.
54.
Hey, alert.
Mike Sparks.
Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Mostert trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
It's going to be a long...
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check. Front.
Wide.
36.
Gun.
36. Not today, you are. Not today.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Line 36. Line 36. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go,
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A second down throw for Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, Eddie!
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey. 12, fellas, here we go. 12, fellas, here we go. I got you.
On first down, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed two, he got one, and that's going to leave him with fourth down at a yard. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
I got this.
Let's go right here. You go tight.
21. Here we go.
They will run again with Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got this. White.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Mostert. Anthony Harris on